For a while in professional wrestling, yes, I did go away for a while. In 2008, when Ric Flair retired, I thought, okay, I'm done with professional wrestling. My time is up. That's my signal of being out. Yet, on social media, I will watch clips of certain things. And then when I started studying and watching catch wrestling, I will go back and watch some of the old catch wrestlers like Dean Malenko, Bret Hart. And that's how I got back into professional wrestling. I started watching again pretty seriously in 2019. And so, here I am. Overall, I'm a fan of the entire industry. And if it's a professional wrestling promotion that's getting started and it's come across my YouTube, I'll watch a little bit of it. And yet, at the same time, I'm a lifetime WWE guy. I'm WWE for life. Now, that doesn't mean I think they do everything great. I mean, if you had a chance to hear me explain about the mess in the women's division, that's an example where I object to what WWE is doing. And remember, a lot of wrestling is subjective. But at the same time, there's objections to it, and that is to make money. Now, to see wrestlers and social media, let's go down the Twitter trail. All right, I'm back over here on a top, guys. In the last segment, we got to take a look at different numbers of subscriptions and followers. And I have to admit that I was very surprised at Sarah's followers. She's in the millions. Very shocking. 2.7 million. Now let's see how she does against Liv Morgan. Okay, 1.2 million. So she's got over 1 million more than Liv Morgan. That's actually pretty good considering that she's outside of WWE. Now let's look at Brandy Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' wife. Okay, she's at 495.7 followers. Now, no way near as Sarah or anybody else, but not bad. Now, let's see. I want to look at someone that's kind of low because I want to pick at that a little bit. Someone that is low at AEW. Let's see. Do I have Britt Baker? Let's see. Britt Baker's got to be here somewhere. You know, she's the one that I consider that's the best women wrestler at AEW. She has a great connection to the crowd, and that's very important. Now, that builds on why they're going to give that person time for whatever. Okay, here we go. Britt Baker, 366.5k followers. All right, no way near as Sarah, which I still think that she is probably has the most social media followers out of the AEW women and possibly out of the whole entire AEW roster. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, who is my favorite wrestler to watch on AEW. When I watch AEW, I want to see what MJF is doing. The guy is phenomenal. He is a once-in-a-lifetime talent, and it doesn't matter what era he would have been in. I still think he would have been successful. Let's take a 393.k followers. Now, to be fair, let's see what he has over on Instagram, because there are certain social media sites that wrestlers prefer over the other. So Instagram is going to be a little weird because it's going to look like sideways, I think. Oh no, it stands straight up. Nope, it's sideways. Okay, so I'm over here. See, Johnny Truth, that is my another name. Let's see, 18 following. Okay, let's go over here. I know I'm following MJF. Let's see. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Let's see. Okay, am I at the right page? No, I am not at the right page. Okay, that's weird. Let's go over here. Let's go. Let's see, do I even have top guys here? Okay, nope. I don't have anything here. Okay, anyways, I can find out from this page. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so MJS has 302k followers. Wow. He has a very, very low social media following. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Well, maybe he has such a magnitude on the microphone, and he's a good wrestler. He's a good, solid wrestler. He understands the business. He knows how to get heat, and he does bring in viewers. I mean, when he came back to AEW after his exit and telling Tony Khan to pay him, AEW was hitting a million a couple of times in Dynamite. So he is a draw, and it seems that he's able to do without having much of a social media following. You know, maybe he's proof that a wrestler doesn't have to have a strong social media to get over. Well, still, a lot of people will look at that, and maybe long term that could affect in what type of deal he's going to get for WWE. I mean, he's standing out in AEW now, but who's to say that he could continue to stand out in WWE if he goes to WWE? Well, we are continuing down the rabbit trail of wrestlers and social media. And as I'm going down this random rabbit trail, I hope you're kind of seeing, okay, this is why this wrestler is being pushed over the other. I mean, you take a look at Sarah. She has probably the most at 2.7. But let's look at AEW's other jewel, Jade Cargill. I don't think I follow her. I am following. How about that? She has 191.3K. Okay. So if you're wondering why AEW is pushing Sarah the way they're pushing her, then it's because that she has quite a bit of followers. So she's going to bring a lot of eyes to the product, rather it be from TV or going to a live event in an arena or stadium. Now, same thing. Let's look at Ronda. Back there. So right now we know that AEW's top female follower in social media, following social media, belongs to Sarah. I would have never guessed it. You learned something. I learned something. Okay, let's see. Ronda. Well, let's look at an old timer or a legend, not old timer. Not bad. 1.3 million followers. She still has more followers than most of AEW's women. Let's see. I know, so I only have 5 followers. Boo hoo hoo. Okay, Ronda Rousey, perfect. She has 3.4 million followers. That's why she's getting the push that she is getting. And look at that beautiful toe fold. A lot of people think it's an ankle lock because announcer calls it an ankle lock, but really it's could affect the toes. As you see Ronda, she's got Liv Morgan's ankle. She's got a figure 4 with her hands where one hand is grabbing the top hand and the other hand is right around the toe area of Liv's. Now, obviously they're working, and I'm sure Ronda's not trying to hurt her, and if Ronda wanted to hurt her, all she has to do is the hand that's on the toes. All she has to do is turn those toes like a handle on a motorcycle, but instead of going backwards, you go forwards, and that will create a lot of pain. I mean, if Ronda did that, I bet Liv would be tapping immediately. If you want to know what I mean, go to Eric Paulson. Eric Paulson is the coach of Brock Lesnar, or was the coach of Brock Lesnar. He's fought over Japan, and he's got extensive knowledge of catch wrestling. And so he explains on how the toe hold or the toe fold works. So Ronda has 3.4 million followers. Let's see how she measures against. Let's see how she measures against the other top female, who I think is the top. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, let's go back to Twitter. Okay, at top guys again. Let's see how she does against the others. I believe I'm following Charlotte. All right, so Ronda was 3.4 million, and remember 2.7 belongs to Sarah. Okay, and so I checked out Jake at 1.91. Let's go with Charlotte. Okay. Okay, 2.2 million. So she's 2 million below Ronda, which is evident. And I think Ronda should be the women's champion. And then let's go look at Becky Lynch. Okay, this is not Becky Lynch. Let's see. Okay, the man. Okay. All right, she's at 2.3 million, about the same around Charlotte. 2 million below Ronda. Now, we're getting close to the end. Let me see if I could pull up. Who do I want to pull up? Let's see. I want to see Sasha Banks. Or I think it's Mercedes. Okay. She's at about 2.4 million. So she may have a case that she is right up there with Becky Lynch, even though a while ago I said she was not on that level. That's my opinion. But the fact that she has just as much followers or a little more negates my opinion. That's fact, which means people lie and numbers do not. So hopefully you could kind of see through this mess of going down the social media rabbit trail why certain wrestlers are getting pushed over others. It's about the amount of audience that wrestlers bring. And when it comes to female professional wrestling, we see that Ronda probably has the most, and I'm out.
Listen to me, Dad. We gotta cooperate. We have no choice. We're almost broke.
Oh, that's great. I can taste the bubbles.
Over at A Top Guys Professional Wrestling. I'm over at WordPress.com, atopguys.wordpress.com. Facebook, it is A Top Guys Professional Wrestling page. Twitter is at A Top Guys, and I do have a YouTube channel over at A Top Guys. And over at Rumble, I'm over at A Top Guys. And Wrestling Between Society is over at Spotify.